Giving up is from our ego. Surrendering is from compulsion. And devotion is by choice. If you know, devotees in India, there was a time when they used to call themselves Das. Das. Unfortunate thing was that when British came, they translated Das as slaves, not understanding that Das was devotion to divine. And by choice. Slavery is by compulsion. Okay, but basic thing you have to understand that if you are giving a donation by registering your name, that people will praise you, it's a giving up. You want to give up. You want to satisfy your ego by giving up. Surrender, these days surrender is also being used for devotion. But basic thing, surrender was the word used for militaries. And when militaries were not able to face the other militaries, enemies were stronger than you, then you will surrender. That is from where the word surrender came in. So, can you say that surrender is by choice? No, it is by compulsion. And devotion is also surrender. Surrender is a devotion when you do it by your choice, without any compulsion. In this world, everything we try to define by two different beautiful words, good and bad. What is good and what is bad? Everybody has got different definition of good and bad. But one definition which suits everyone is anything you want to do willingly and are doing it is good. Good is anything you do willingly. You want to eat food, you eat it, it's good. But in case, look, eating food is a good thing. But in case I force you to eat food, you have to finish this much, otherwise I'll kill you, otherwise I'll break your legs. Then does eating food remains good? No, it immediately becomes bad. So anything, you want to drink water, I provide you, it's a beautiful thing. You don't want to drink water and I force you to drink, it's bad thing. So definition of good and bad is a very fine line, and that line is anything you make anyone do willingly is good. Anything you make somebody do unwillingly is bad. And how bad it is? You make love willingly, it's heaven. If you try to make love unwillingly, it becomes rape. So, here I want to tell the same thing in surrender and devotion. When your surrender is by choice, it becomes devotion. When your devotion is by compulsion, it becomes surrender. And everything in our life shall not be done to satisfy our ego. Okay. When a spiritual journey starts and devotion starts coming in our heart and mind, then we want to give away everything to whom we are devoted. It can be a deity, it can be God, it can be Guru, it can be your mother. To whomever you are devoted, you want to give away everything what you have to that person. Okay, that is by choice. But the moment he says, you do this, you have to give this, then it is not devotion. Then it is anything but not devotion. But anything, now something is being built, something is going on in the world, and you want to contribute. It's a beautiful thing that you should contribute. And when you want to contribute to satisfy your ego, it is again not devotion. It can be giving, or it can be giving up, but it cannot be called devotion. Your act of devotion is always by choice and never by compulsion. So, similar other things also, like you want to give up your habit. You are smoking every day. Leaving the smoking can also be devotion. If you don't want to satisfy your ego that I have left smoking in front of your spouse, in front of your children, then even giving up smoking is an act of devotion. And anything, you give a chocolate to somebody, to a street boy, and you start thinking, look, I have bought the best possible chocolate for you. You should have never eaten it unless I have bought it. That is what? That is satisfying your ego and not giving. So let's understand and conclude. Giving up means it is by your ego and it is to satisfy your ego. Surrender is usually by compulsion and not by choice. And when surrender is by choice, that becomes devotion. Thank you so much.